Yo, it's your man with a plan, Marx and Lars here with the dev talk for Zenless Zone 0. This, I believe, from what my friends told me, they're going to reveal some stuff about 2.0 of Zenless Zone 0, and also they're probably going to do it on Friday for the trailer. But I just kind of wanted to watch this and see where the stuff is going. People told me I need to watch this myself and get my reaction. I know I'm way behind the reactions for everything else, but I'm definitely gonna explain that a little bit down the line. This is a lot going on, and the reactions take time. So I have a whole bunch of reactions at some point I need to watch myself or on stream. So we'll get to it when we get to it. But I'm curious of what these devs are talking about. So let's get started. Is there any subtitles, or is it built into the video?
Hello
What's it sound like?
I'm White. Welcome to today's Dev Talk. It's been nearly a year since the official release of Zenless Zone 0, and we'd like to thank all proxies for their support. Our team will also like to use this opportunity to share with you some of the development progress for version 2.0 and our plans for the future of Zenless Zone 0. In Season 2's story, we will follow the protagonist to a unique area within New Eritol, Wi-Fi Peninsula, which will be the main stage for the story of version 2.0.
Okay.
Wi-Fi Peninsula is a district of the Throne Quarter, near the Lemnian Hollow. The earlier settlers of this region were tasked to monitoring the highly volatile Lemnian Hollow, and the name Wi-Fi is derived from the Cantonese characters for protect and anomaly, from the phrase protection from the anomaly called hollows.
Okay.
Later, an outpost was established here, which then became the city area Phalium Heights. Phalium Heights was built at the top of a cliff, overlooking the bay with its beautiful scenery.
Is that a new, like, second city?
A precious
quote-unquote second
material
city
that's highly resistant to ether corruption. Mining and processing porcelain has thus become the core industry of Wi-Fi Peninsula. Behind this massive industry and its profits, however, lies a tangled mess of factions. Here, we gradually unravel the clues we planted.
What factions are you going to show us? I guess they're going to show probably more on the stream, but what faction?
True plans
faction
behind the
show?
sacrifice and the bringer incidents. The conspiracy behind the mysterious exorcist and the truth behind the fall of the old capital, as well as the secrets of the Phaeton siblings. Meanwhile, our protagonists will encounter agents from various factions and embark on brand new adventures. For example, that way seeker with yellow cape we saw earlier is none other than Yixuan, the current leader of Yunhui. She will make her debut as a key character in Season 2. As the story unfolds, the protagonists will gradually uncover her mysterious past.
So is Nicole still going to, Nicole and all of them are going to be kind of like a side character?
Yixuan will become our steadfast support and guide us in her craft as our mentor, helping us explore the hollows directly. Beside Yixuan, who oversees Yunhui Summit, the defense forces Oboe Squad.
Oh, Oboe Squad's transferring over. That's our squad.
Angels of Delusion.
Oh.
Will all be making their appearance.
Oh, they're finally revealing these girls. Oh my god.
To be
They've been revealed. That's the Ayaka.
More information about the various factions will also be revealed then.
That's like the Ayaka of the day of ZZZ, where you're like, where's these characters going to come
from? The
through?
content direction of Season 2 will not just be simply adding more characters and areas. We've been taking feedback from our practice very seriously.
Hopefully not too much feedback.
This feedback into our design philosophy, making an adjustment from the ground up. I'll be sharing some of the results with you all during the program. The most noticeable change is in the map design. We've completely revamped the entire map experience.
In what way?
And integrate the residential areas with combat zones at the system level.
Oh!
Providing
is it just like you just walk? Is it going to be like Monster Hunter? Where you're just kind of like, you're all in the same zone?
Let's talk about the design of the main city area, Phalium Heights. we made the area much larger to ensure comprehensive city functionality while allowing for potential expansion in future versions, while also reducing loading times caused by scene transitions. The new daily system
it's gonna be like
will also
Monster
designed
Hunter.
to match the local culture and the customs of the Wi-Fi Peninsula area. As a business-savvy video store owner, helping Yunhui Summit manage various aspects of Suibian Temple will also be a part of our new life.
Wait, do we get a damn whatchamacallit? A home system?
And the new features such as bamboo dispatch, integrating residential areas with exploration areas, and creating a smoother experience. As for the visuals, with the help and the careful maintenance of the proxies, Suibian Temple will gradually be restored to its former glory. Plus, various elements such as halls, scratch cards will take on new forms that match the vibes of Suibian Temple.
Yo, sometimes it's like scratching up cards and getting it done, okay?
Issues has also been resolved in Feiliong Heights. Previously, due to a limitation in the underlying design, the video store that proxies see from outside along the street does not match the actual size of the video store from within.
Okay.
So, we need a loading screen to bridge the interior and the exterior of the store. In Feiliong Heights, however, returning home is no longer a process that requires waiting. Additionally, we've optimized the pathway in
So the stuff beforehand is still going to stay the same for the most part, but the new areas are going to have a lot of these changes.
Each area will become more efficient and streamlined.
It's going to be weird. It's going to feel a little disjointed, but I think it's good.
And more fluid. Next, let's take a look at the ancient ruins of the aerospace city, located within the Lemnian Hollow.
Okay.
Although the aerospace city has long been devoured by the Hollow, the ether stable area at its edge is still being used to mine and produce porcelain. In version 2.0, we will begin our exploration of the Lemnian Hollow from the edge of the aerospace city. With the past few versions as precious learning experience, its overall design will be more refined, with larger explorable areas.
It's definitely gonna feel weird if it's so much better than the last version, to where it's like I'm grateful for it, but it's gonna feel so weird if it's like if it's gonna be completely different.
No longer needed to return to the video store to access the hollows through the HDD system.
Okay.
Instead, they can now travel more conveniently between Feiliong Heights and the aerospace city. The craft they will learn will also be of great help in their future hollow explorations.
What other improvements are there? Gosh.
While we've added new areas, the travel system wasn't just simply expanded upon. In Season 2, we've redesigned the travel system, changing from the original sliding area selection system to a larger map format.
Oh, so you can actually see what it looks like. That's good. That's cool.
We also added a mini-map to the interface, along with the navigation features. Proxies can now select their destination more quickly.
Oh my god.
Gain a clear understanding of New Eridu's geographical layout. Regarding plot structure, we've also noticed that since special episodes and basin stories are relatively independent story units, the current narrative structure results in weaker connections between plot points, resulting in a disjointed viewing experience.
They're just trying to make more story.
Special episodes and facing stories together.
And I don't blame them for that.
Focus on developing the connection between the various.
Like if they could do a really cool story that shows up the ancient and at the very end connected to the main story and give it some more like context, that would be perfect.
With each version, while ensuring that we do not compromise on its narrative.
But I like it still to focus on the agent.
To ongoing gameplay improvement, our team has also been constantly exploring the idea of bringing Zenless Zero to users.
There you go, Switch 2 and Xbox.
What I can reveal right now is that
and have PlayStation 6 and Xbox still coming out with all this madness. That too.
We'll share more info.
Yep, Xbox.
During the upcoming Xbox.
Ooh, is there gonna be special Bang Boo? Or something like that for them?
The current
costume.
combat design significantly diminishes the presence of the characters other than the main DPS.
True.
What should be a 3-person tactical squad feels more like a solo operation.
True.
So for the character combat design in Season 2, we will enhance the functionality and performance of non-DPS characters.
Okay.
For example, when agents are switched out, they can still remain on field and contribute to combat. Thus, there's a visual
like a party
indication of
system?
their combat performance, while not affecting the player's control of the on-field agent.
Is that
Another
they're thinking about
possibility
making a party
is adding new
system?
attack and defense mechanics for enemies.
Oh, that's what they were.
Specific moves
That's what they
might
were
require
testing the last few
specific
versions
counter-strategy
when they had all those
that
new
require
attacks
teamwork
too.
From different
Oh,
characters in the
shit.
squad. Or in certain special combat areas, enemies can gain certain advantages through specific.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's so good. Having enemies gain advantages as long as it's not stupid, like one-hit KOs.
Might make an appearance in the version 2.0 special program. However, the ultimate goal of these optimizations is to enhance overall synergy between characters.
Oh, they're gonna have group attacks? Because it sounds like they're adding a group attack, some more attacks in a party system. Or like 2 of those things at least. That's cool.
To sum up, in our future development plans, we are aiming to optimize events in 3 aspects. First, we'll continue improving on existing game modes.
Okay.
Such as
I love this song.
Grandmaster Adventure,
Dude,
Battle
I'd be
Royale,
people
Israel, and
up
so
in
on.
this thing. I'd be
To make them
people
more
up.
fun for players. At the same time, we'll be rolling out more exciting new gameplay. In future versions, we might see casual duels between bamboos, or even get to control a giant bamboo in combat.
Oh, I love their
Besides
minigames.
events featuring our adorable bamboo, we will also introduce some slow-paced, relaxing events to enrich proxies' everyday life outside of the main story. Such
Why
as
does this
serving
feel
coffee
like
moments with
everything?
agents at
I
hot restaurants,
have to see after the
movie theaters,
3.0
and
because
more.
I feel like
We also
Genshin
hope
and
that
a
beyond
lot of
the
Hoyo
intense
games
and
kind of
thrilling
flopped on the
combat
3.0
events,
a little bit.
players can
But right
also
now, they are
prefer
doing a
to
great
enjoy
job.
the lighter story events.
So I'll see next year if this continues, because if this continues next year, this is probably the best Hoyo game.
Every
But
character
if
is
it
the
flops on
result of our
3.0,
team's
I can,
blood,
you know,
sweat, and
I expect
dedication.
it a little bit.
Our
Just a little
team
bit.
has put in quite a bit of effort to ensure characters are relatively future-proof. And have
What the
lasting
fuck?
value.
Is this a gacha game
Showcasing
company?
a character's charm isn't just about
They're
marketing,
adding those
it's
attacks. I
about
knew it. They were
While
playing
we
around with that.
give characters unique traits, we will
Yo, I
create
knew it wasn't
gameplay
crazy.
that has their unique traits, rather than just simply
They were
boosting their
slowly
game
adding it to the game slowly without
or
like
supplement
giving it to
or
us
even
yet.
rework certain skills.
So they probably got half the cast already changed
Tailoring
up.
them to each character's experience. Besides that, we will also consider each character's role very seriously. While strengthening the characters, we will also take into consideration their compatibility with other characters.
And they need to do that too, because my
In
opinion
terms of
is that
storytelling,
a lot of
our
characters, when you try to do the
even
special
those
story where you
that are
only
already
can play as that
in
one
place,
character,
can showcase
the
their
support
own
characters are not
unique
the best to
charm.
play by themselves.
In version 1.7, for example, we'll get to see quite a few scenes between Lycan and Hugo.
Okay,
These
I still haven't
scenes
done
are
the
crucial
last
for the
recent
character's
story.
Emotional investment in the long run. We hope that every character can find a purpose that belongs solely to them.
Yeah, but at some point you're gonna have to drop somebody. I mean, that's what happens in Genshin. There's like 100 characters in Genshin. You have to drop somebody at some point, especially if they're a 4-star and they're not relevant to the story.
Or even take their bond to the next level.
Like, I wouldn't be upset if they started dropping Sukaku, because Sukaku is a great character, but she's part of Section 6. Like, damn, who can you drop in this cast? I guess the Balabog probably.
We've been working hard to make improvements, continuously incorporating feedback from proxies and optimizing our content. Thank you, proxies, for your continued patience, feedback, and support. In future content updates, we will prioritize ensuring content quality and humbly continue to welcome feedback and guidance from our proxies with the utmost respect. We hope Season 2 will bring proxies a more complete and smoother experience.
Damn, but the TVs are gonna be blasted into oblivion. Yo, those TVs are gonna be blasted. That's gonna be from like go from like 80% of the game. Now it's gonna be probably be like 10%, 5% of the game now. Just for the, like the side for the like advanced content. Yo, they talked about some serious crap here. I am if they do everything they say and it's at least 5 out of 10, like it's at least a 5 out of 10 worth of effort, they won the gacha space, in my opinion. Not to say I'm not glazing it, but you don't understand, it is hard for any game that has like any game that has any kind of like, what's the word, updates, any type of like ongoing continuous game. The idea that they're doing everything to make sure that the previous gacha game characters are getting up to par, at least for this patch. Maybe because these are not everyone was equally yoked and they didn't know what they were doing with the game yet, but they make sure that all that testing they did with all the characters in the 1.0 patch to make sure that they're up to par with the current characters. Like you know, you're sitting here and being like, you know, Kaleda's so you know, she's so rough to play as compared to like Lighter or something. You know, like, well, we made sure she had a few more moves to make sure she's at least a little bit better to use. And you're like, well, damn, okay. Like, you understand how rare it is for a gacha game company to go back to another character and improve them. They normally just make another version of the character and then they just dish the last version of the character. That is legendary. If they're not all talk, I'm not saying if they're not all talking, they at least half of it. They're doing as half of what they're saying they're doing. They're peak. I mean, I have nothing to say. I don't ever give glaze like this. I don't give glaze like this often. Like, I'm glazing. I'm extending the video longer than I want to. I'm glazing. It's peak. It's peak if it's like that. I don't know what to say. Like, if it's half of what they're saying, it's peak. Like, I mean, I say the same thing for Gensha, I say the same thing for Wua. You know, I say the same thing for any of the 3D. I always say at least for the 3D gacha games. You know, I don't play Girls Frontline though, but for the 3D gacha games that are popular enough, I play most of them. And I've never heard of this ever in the 5 years I've been playing gacha games. That is crazy. 10 out of 10, good for you. I've never been hyped from a direct developer's interview in my life. Let's go. Man, I don't even know what to say. I'll be glazing them for the next 5 minutes if I keep this video going. But thank you so much. Tell me what you guys think down below, and I hope to see you guys next time. Gosh dang, that's